measurements. And the measurements we will learn today is 1 whole, 1/2, and 1/4. We use measurements in lots of different ways, but today we're going to do it by making cookies. Parents, this is a great recipe, no mixers involved. So some of the ingredients you're going to need is sugar, granulated sugar, brown sugar, cornstarch, flour, salt, butter, eggs, baking soda, and chocolate chips, and your various measurement tools. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to take our brown sugar and find the measuring cup with the 1 and the 4. That is the 1/4. We need 3 of these for our recipe. We're going to take 1 level scoop at a time. There's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to move on to our granulated sugar. We also need 3 of these. So grab your 1/4 measuring scoop again. You need 1, 2, and 3. To this, you're going to add 3/4 of a cup of melted butter. So that means you need 1 whole stick plus half. And you want it completely melted for this. Pour it on top of your sugar. And grab a whisk. And start mixing. You want to mix it until there's no more lumps. You want it smooth. I'll show you what it looks like as soon as it's all mixed together. So this is what it should look like when you get those two mixed together. Next, we're going to add 1 whole egg, plus the yolk, which is half an egg. And how we're going to do that is we're going to take an egg, move this over here, and we're going to need a bowl. You're going to crack your egg, take the top off, and you're going to seesaw back and forth, leaving just the yolk. The yolk is what we want. You're going to mix that together and whisk again. Okay. This is what it will look like when your eggs are mixed in. Now we're going to move on to our dry ingredients. First, we're going to need salt. Regular table salt is just fine, and you want 1 teaspoon. So in your measuring spoons, you're going to find it has a 1 and TSP. That means 1 teaspoon. I'm going to pour that in there. Then you need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Grab your teaspoon. You want as level of a scoop as possible. You pour that in. Then you need your cornstarch. And you want 3 tablespoons. Tablespoon is just like a teaspoon, but it's twice the size. And it has a big TBS. So you need 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Finally, we're at our flour. And for this, we need 2 1 whole cups and 1/2. So first, we'll do the big cups. This is the 1 cup. It has a number 1 on it. 1, 2, and then our half has a 1 and a 2. You mix that in together. For this part, you're going to need a spoon, a wooden spoon. You can use a whisk, but it's kind of hard to get all of it off. You just want to mix it all together. Oops. And I'm making a mess over here. When I'm at home, I just use my hands. It's easier for me to do it that way, as you can see. Okay, before it's completely mixed in, flying chocolate chips. I'm going to use 2 cups of chocolate chips and add it to the mix. There's 1 and 2, which is basically an entire pack. But they don't all make them the same, so always measure. Then you can finish the mixing process. And at this point, I'm just going to use my hands. Pull up my sleeves. Sometimes your hands are the best mixers. When this is all mixed in, you're going to want to chill it for 2 hours in the refrigerator. After that 2 hours, you're going to preheat your oven to 325 degrees and take your dough out and let it sit for 10 minutes to let it warm up a little bit. Then when that's done, you're going to take handfuls, about 3 tablespoons, and you're going to roll it into a ball and place it 2 inches apart on a baking dish. And you're going to bake it for 11 to 13 minutes in your oven, depending on how your oven works. And when they're done, they should come out nice and fluffy. If you want, save a few chocolate chips on the side to dent in the top when you take them out. So this is what the dough is going to look like until you refrigerate it. Nice, smooth, light brown. And there you have it. Later on today, I will put this in the refrigerator and I will bake it, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished.